Hi, this is Chris Cluey, and you're listening to Best Threesome Ever.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, a podcast discussing all things revolving around nerdy pop culture. Probably not what you were expecting, but it's just as fun. Now here are your hosts, Nick, Rob, and Kevin.
With a T, not a D. I'm not that offensive. We can start. It'll be fine. All right.
Yeah.
She'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
All right,
We'll figure it out. Best threesome ever.
All right, here we go. Best threesome ever, episode 167.
Got you all distracted from the fingering.
God, man. Yeah. Let's try that again.
Take two.
All right, here we go. Best threesome ever, episode 167, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Megan.
I'm Kevin.
And welcome to our busy season where our episodes are a little bit more scattered out. And, you know, we apologize, but at the same time, we're busy as fuck.
Yeah.
Making movies and renfesting and working our normal adult jobs.
Subsequently melting at said Red Fest.
Oh my god.
So it was 3 days of just hellfire.
I'm sad I missed 2 days, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I did miss those 2 days.
Same.
And I came out there Monday, and it was hot as balls and dead as fuck.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, and apparently when I returned to Heather after I followed your pub crawl, she's like, oh, apparently Nick's just going to leave. I'm like, yes, I did.
Bye.
Not like she cared, but...
Right. There was 9 people there, and most of them were like... There was 19 people at the Renaissance Festival, and 17 of those people were in my pub crawl.
Nice.
And the rest of the people were all people that work there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There were so many places were shutting down early, and just...
Yep.
Yep.
We definitely did not do the last shift of the day just because no one was there and it was hot and
Yeah, mermaids were melting.
mermaids were melting.
Yeah, they were trying to shut down early Sunday. Mr. Black stopped them from doing so, which I'm sure you've heard.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear
Oh,
that.
I heard it
I
all.
know that there's a certain booth that sells a certain alcoholic beverage that's not mead. And that particular owner of that booth always shuts down early on days like that, and it pisses Mr. Black off to no end. And I'm like, why do you poke the bear when you know you're going to get yelled at for it? Like, why?
Because that person cares more about their employees than they do Mr. Black.
Correct.
Which is the way to do it.
Well, I agree, but at the same time, it's like...
Because if you remember, there was another person who would always shut down their stage show on days like that because he cared more about his employees than Mr. Black.
That's true. And I was just... It's me. And then I was just...
me. Hi.
And I was just remembering... that one, what was it, 2017, that every weekend was god fucking infernally hot and humid and just death.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Yeah. But this weekend should be like perfect.
Yeah, perfect. It's perfect Nick weather.
Except raining on Saturday, theoretically.
I don't care.
Well, they said it's going to rain like Saturday later, later in the day, and then just Sunday morning. But like the actual like fest hour should be pretty good.
Nice.
So
I'm excited. It's perfect weather.
I'm going to be in my little camp, my little tent. Probably going to read. The sound of the rain, which sounds fine to me.
I go to bed to rain sounds.
Such an adult. So I know it happened last week, but they officially have cut down the stocks. The stocks are no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We were officially the last crew. I don't know how I feel about that. Good, bad. Like, I'm sure it's more just people weren't stupid enough to follow because it was...
Because we were just so great?
We'll go with that.
Yes. No, just because of the way it was split with...
Whoa, easy.
Our split was with Fest, and they are yours. You can take them back.
But I just want a couple, so like we can both snack on them.
I appreciate you sharing your
Reading potato olays.
potato olays with
The best fast food potato.
Yes.
Oh, God, yeah.
Followed very closely by Wendy's breakfast seasoned potatoes.
Never had them.
I haven't had those.
When you get those motherfuckers fresh out of the fryer, they are joy.
Alan,
They hold up pretty well, too.
Alan, who directed the Star Wars movie we were doing, said he found the perfect match to the potato ole seasoning.
Yeah.
Some Cajun seasoning that I think he bought from the seasoning store that's next to right next to St. Paul shoe repair and the St. Croix dry cleaners where I bring my kilt every year to get cleaned.
I make my own blend.
Do you?
It's not the same as this. It's like similar, but it's a little spicier, a little limier. But I do like a little bit of taco seasoning, some tahini, and some salt.
Ooh, tahini.
Right?
So good.
So it tastes very much like the potato lace seasoning, but with like a little bit extra zang. You know what I mean?
Nice. Making everybody that's listening to this podcast very hungry right now.
You're welcome.
So they did cut down the stocks. And
Yeah.
it's a very different stage now, which is good for people that have a different stage. But
Now, if only they would
Still
put
not
up some goddamn
shaded.
shade. There's less now because the shade that was over the eating area is now gone.
What? Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's just a huge fuck you.
really,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
took that thing down.
Yup.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
fuck
they
you, that's
hate
why.
everyone. I don't know.
Oh, but the one over by the main entrance is still there, isn't it?
I think so.
The little
Yeah, I think
Drapey thing.
the drape thing is still up by.
weird. Well, apparently they just hate that side of fest. They want it to burn in hell. I guess.
Sure do.
I don't know. I don't know why. That's where the crepes are and the bacon.
Right?
That's my favorite booth. Arthur was my Romance Wars guy
Creepy.
last year.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Apparently he was like, I showed up on my first day there and he's like, I still use that llama blanket and that is my blanket and everyone in the house knows it. I'm like, yeah, I win.
My first year doing Romance Wars, it was one of the fairies was my person, and the other one was the owner of the mask store, the female owner. I forget her
I
name.
don't remember who my first one was. And it was the first year they had it. It was back when Tara the gnome
Yeah.
was doing
Yeah,
it.
that's when I did it.
Yeah, I cannot for the life of me remember who my person was.
For those of you who don't know, the Romance Wars is kind of like just like Fest Secret Santa. It's not like we're trying to seduce
Bang
a bunch
anyone.
of people out there.
Right.
I mean, if that happens, that's y'all's
Yeah.
prerogative. But
Good for you.
it's really just a Secret Santa thing for
Yeah.
making people's days a little brighter.
Yeah.
Right.
And it does make days brighter.
That was nice.
I think I'll try and do it again next year.
I got flowers and a really cool clay mug from my person this last weekend.
nice.
So Fest has started for us. We're into week 3, 4, 5.
We just finished week 3, which
yeah.
is Labor Day weekend,
We just finished the hump, so we're over
which
the hump.
means now we're on to
Busy fucking weekends.
busy season.
Let's make some money.
Yeah, how's Fest been going for you guys? How's your new thing?
It's good. It's good.
Both of your new things.
Right. The gate show's been great. We've been really doing playing a lot of grab ass up there. Like it's amateur comedy hour up there.
Are
Especially-
you up top or are you down? on
I'm
the
up
ground?
top.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's just Charlie, a button for people who listen to the show and go to the Renaissance Festival. Charlie and I yakking at each other, and then Fiona comes up and she yaks at us, and then she and Charlie have this kind of she and Button have the kind of this tete-a-tete, and then I get in between them. I'm like, oh, guys, we can do both.
Is it scripted or is it just totally improv?
Scripted. I mean, we go off book all the time. That's our
Obviously.
that's
I
our
mean,
bread and butter.
yeah.
But then
Right.
Bacon, Brady, who
Yeah.
went to Irondale, shouts at us, and then we all four have like a little "you're an idiot" kind of a thing, and then we're like, oh my god, the king and queen are coming. So they actually come from the bottom instead of the top.
Oh,
So they
really?
walk through the crowd.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And then they come up, and the prince pretends he's the king, and every day he's had a new gag with that. He sometimes brings out this big bushy beard and these eyebrows, these googly eyes.
Oh, my gosh.
One time he had a giant king face on a stick, like Jim and Laszlo
Yeah.
have of Johnny. Yeah.
Perfect.
And it's been fun up there. And then the pub crawl's been going great. We've had a couple of complaints that we're not dirty enough, and we're like, well,
We're warming up.
Well, that's also just
And,
not our. That's not what we're going for.
And then people go online and they're like, it's so foul out there. The language is terrible.
I'm not a prude, but here comes a bunch of really prudish
my
shit. And
God.
everyone's like, that sounds pretty prudish. It's super tame compared to what it used to be.
Yep.
So I guess whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're having fun. We do. I mean, I have some dirty jokes. I pull out some gross shit because I know Micah won't because he's a very PG-13 individual, and God bless him for it. So I'll take all the disgusting ones, like because we do our true science facts. So one of mine that I use is, did you know that a buttload of dildos is still just one dildo? There you go. Take it home. Chew it.
I guess I gotta take a shot now. I had a lot of fun for the 30 seconds I was with your little entourage. It was fun being.
And we
back
got distracted by Gael, and then subsequently Callan.
I mean,
right.
very easy to be distracted by Gael.
Right, but that was fun for that 30 seconds
Sorry,
I was with
girl?
you.
Kyle? Gail?
Yeah,
Gael?
that's what I called her for the longest time, and then Lee corrected me and it's like, it's Gael. I'm like,
Gael. Because she's Hispanic.
Funny story.
Oh, yeah, you told me this.
So at the premiere, she was there and we were talking, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, and this is my dad. And then we got talking, whatever, blah, blah. And then he's like, Abigail, this and Abigail. I'm like, who's Abigail? And Gael goes, oh, my name is really Abigail. Abigail. So I'm like, oh, you just use the last part of your name. I see how it goes. That's smart. So, fun fact.
I used the last part of my name.
I wish
Ass?
Han.
Oh,
Ass.
I wish I had, like, earlier in life.
Vin.
Or specifically, like, Vinny.
Vinny.
I thought that'd be kind of fun.
That'd be
I'm just
fun.
not Italian.
I could use the last part of my name.
I'm really not.
Ick.
No.
Or
maybe.
Olus.
I was going to say Olus.
I go by my buddy.
Oh, Lassie.
Yeah.
Nico.
I do Klaus a lot because that,
Yeah.
my buddy was named Nicholas, Nick Klaus.
That, which is funny because that Saber only just realized that, like, I think a week ago. Because she's a Nick, Nick Klaus. I'm like, well, I mean, that's not his real last name. His real last name is yada yada. And she's like, the Nick Klaus is like and she goes, Nick Klaus, Nicholas. Oh my God. I was like, Jesus Christ, honey.
That took how many
Amazing.
years? All right.
Sweet summer child. Thanks. It's
Amazing.
10 out of 10.
I had a good laugh.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it started mainly because my buddy Mike would always do that. He was going, Nick Klaus, and then Klaus from Family Guy, and then it was just.
And I think it's because I had called you Niculaus.
Maybe.
Because I do that sometimes.
You do.
And that's when it occurred to her.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times. I haven't had anything really crazy happen. I've definitely been a lot more. I've been having a lot more fun with people and being me and just being, like the people that I don't understand this, but like there'll be no line and then people will stand back and like look and squint their eyes at like the flavors of the mead. And I'm like, why are you so, they're like, and one guy was like, well, I didn't want to like butt in line. I'm like, what fucking line do you fucking see, dude? There's nobody here. This was on Sunday, mind you. Like at 4:00. I'm like, there's no line, dude.
Literally no
It's
one here.
You and your friends standing 20 feet away. Like, come up here. Like don't stand away. It's not Taco
Don't
Bell.
bite.
Yeah, there's 6 choices or 5 choices. It's not that hard. You got questions, we can help you. But we all had a good laugh at it. And then there's this group of young gentlemen in their early 20s. One guy was two parts away from a redneck starter pack. I mean, he had the American flag hat on, the white tank top with some dude truck thing on it, and
Sounds great.
the
Love him already.
Walmart wannabe Oakley's on, and then he was with like his cousin. I believe he was his cousin, who is this very tall, good-looking dude who played rugby. Not very bright.
He played rugby.
I know, and
Had injuries.
I know, and he is very pretty. And I was just started off small and just kind of laid into him a little bit and having some fun. And they were laughing, we were all laughing, but they kept coming back for it. And then his friend was like, "You're a bully." And I'm like, "No, I'm an asshole," which is different. And they left at that, and they kept tipping me very, very well. So thank you guys, whoever you are. And thanks for laughing at my stupid jokes and insults. So it was fun. This is my little thing. But I haven't been out there as much as you guys.
Yeah, I haven't been out. I've been out as much as you have, less than you have.
No, really?
Because, well, yeah, I was supposed to be there both days second weekend, but then my stupid dog got into THC-laced dark chocolate.
It's high as fuck.
He was stoned out of his little doggy gourd. He is fine now. He's totally okay. I think he's actually like a little more relaxed in general because he was always like a little high strung.
So maybe start microdosing your
He's
dog.
He's kind of like, I have seen my own death and I am at peace with the universe a little bit more than I was. But yeah, so I've been out there a total of 2 days. But both days were really good. I didn't work the second day, which was on Monday for Labor Day. I came in as reinforcements because I figured we'd have people,
wanting breaks.
wanting to like go home early or, whatever, or, getting sick from the heat. And we didn't actually. We took very good care of ourselves. So I ended up not really doing anything, except bumming around Fest on Monday.
Nice.
It was a pretty good day.
Gotta find a bum around day. I want to come. You're not there the 6th weekend, right, Kevin?
I'm there the 6th weekend. I'm not there Friday or Saturday the 7th weekend. But I will be there Sunday.
Okay. One of those days I work a half day and I want to come see your opening show. Or I might just sneak away and see it anyways because I can.
Nice.
I mean, it's not like anybody's buying mead during our opening show.
Right. Exactly. And then I can walk back afterwards and be there in time. I'm sure Heather won't care.
Probably not.
I just wish I could see it from the top, but I can't. I'm not cool enough. I'll just sneak around the super secret entrance.
It's where Micah will be.
On the side.
Yeah. He stands there because I reference him. And he goes,
Yeah. That is such a Micah move.
right.
Nice. What time does it... Does it...
8:45 by my watch. So this year, one could say the festival starts on my time.
You're like the stage manager of Fest. You gotta give the go.
Look at you.
I do, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. If you don't want it to start...
Severe promotion or T-motion, depends on how you look at it.
Both.
Both is good. That's part of our show.
That's actually a movie that kind of holds up.
All right. And plus, we've discovered that Micah and I, especially because I'm wearing a lot of blue this year, and he's wearing his red, we are very much sort of encapsulating those two this year.
Tulio.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, we need to get Micah like a little ukulele or lute or thing.
I've been saying that for years. He needs like a little
Doesn't
classic stuff.
Fiona, doesn't she have one? She has one.
Yeah.
She plays it.
Yeah.
Often.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to Micah for a little bit. Or for Prop for a little bit.
Or she needs it.
Whatever.
So we need to get him his own. I need like a blue one with a shark on it.
Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
Don't you have a
Wasn't
blue
it
one?
yours?
I do.
No, that's why. I was specifically referencing
I
the
have
one.
no idea where it is.
I was going to say, I was specifically referencing the one you let me use for the lair.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I have no idea where that went. It's probably in the attic in the loft that is in the garage.
Good place for it.
Aaron probably knows where it is. I don't know. He has all the hidey holes and knows where shit is in the house.
He's a good hider of the Christmas presents.
No, actually, he's terrible at that. Well, we like don't like the second we get whatever we got each other from wherever we got it from.
You just immediately
yeah, pretty much.
God,
You're the worst at that.
So bad at it.
I did that last year. I was like, I can't wait anymore.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm really excited I got you this thing, so here it is.
I thought you were going to wait. No, I didn't want to wait. I wanted
Yeah.
to, because the reasons.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, here you go.
Nice. Yeah, Fest has been good. I can't wait to see what the next few weekends will bring.
Same.
Probably a lot of cashola.
Hopefully.
Not for me.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping too.
Yeah, I'll make a decent amount. Enough to go to Texas with.
I don't think I'll make what I need to because my money is just dwindling so fucking fast. Because things are fucking expensive. Anyways, What else is going on? Anything?
Yeah.
Anybody been watching anything fun like Ahsoka?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
We're watching Ahsoka.
Did we watch the
we wanna-
latest episode?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we can because it won't come out for a little bit. So I think
Right.
we can,
Yeah, so we can.
So
we
it'll
can get
be-
away up to what we were up to in the episodes.
So we don't even have to happy ending this motherfucker?
I don't think so.
Okay, so what the fuck? Merrick was just a sentient fart?
Yeah, from the witch.
Just a sentient fart.
Yes. Yes.
Engine fart.
That the Night Sister was obviously...
Yes.
Just a sentient fart.
Mary Nettie.
A little bit of a...
Yeah, a little
almost like a little bit of a nihilist thing going on.
blue
Where it was
fart.
just basically a
blue-green fart.
forced ghost, but fuck. It was so annoing.
I was like,
it was
what?
a fart.
What are you filled with spores?
You're the
What the fuck?
fucking dude from Hellboy. Remember the
Yeah.
Qatar sand mummy?
Yeah.
Remember basically that guy.
Well, it was for those that don't know what we're referencing. So the witch Morgan, she's one of the last of the witch sisters. Just pretty much had some person under her spell, and when they are dead, they are expelled this green gas, kind of like Maul's brother was, and I think there's somebody else on one of them. But anyways. Yeah, so once they get killed, the little green gas leaves them like a little, like you said, a bit of fart.
Yeah.
Was very much a common enemy in Jedi Fallen Order.
Farts?
The resurrected Darth Maul looking zombies.
Gotcha.
Oh,
You shoot their pain in the ass arrows at you.
yeah. Well, maybe
Fuckers.
maybe this guy might come back as a witch zombie.
Maybe.
Probably not, but maybe.
But maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Marionette thing. Sentient fart
Sentient
with a lightsaber.
fart.
I was really hoping he was going to be Starkiller. He was going to take off the mask and it was going to be fucking Sam Witwer.
I never believed it was going to be Starkiller. I never believed it was going to be Kanan. Ezra. I thought it was going to be Ezra.
People who said it was Ezra are the dumbest people on the face of the planet. He's literally in the other galaxy with stupid ass fucking Thrawn. That's nonsense for it to have been Ezra. Everyone who said that is stupid.
No.
You're stupid.
You call me stupid?
Yes, I'm calling. If you thought that might have been Ezra, then you are stupid. I love you, but you're stupid.
It could have been.
It couldn't have been. He's in the other galaxy with the other guy. The whole plot of the show.
I know, but maybe he found his way back, and the Empire got him first. And
Way
then
more
fucking-
likely that it would have been Starkiller because they have the same fucking last name.
What?
Starkiller's name was Galen Merrick.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
Spelled a little different, but still.
I didn't know he had a last name. I didn't miss Starkiller. Sorry.
So we now have all three of basically his names referenced in Star Wars without him being in Star Wars. I feel bad for Sam Witwer. He keeps doing voices, but he never gets like a face
Good
roll
on-screen
He never
face
gets a
roll.
face roll in Star Wars because his name was Galen Merrick and his code name was Starkiller. So we of course have Starkiller Base,
Yeah.
Right.
made by Galen Erso and the Inquisitor of Merrick.
Yes. Which is, I just
Okay.
read this the other day. Merrick means something about afterlife or something like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Galen Erso, like Mads Mikkelsen.
Yes.
Okay.
His name was Galen Erso. Jyn Erso.
Yeah, I know who that is. I'm just just clarifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they're all caught up.
Got it.
Right. But that so follows along. What?
He didn't do the helicopter thing.
No, he didn't. Thank God. I would have been angry.
The first thing that happens.
He did do the propeller.
He did, but he didn't fly with it.
No, he didn't fly with it. That would have been so dumb.
Irks me to no end when
He
they do
hates
that.
it.
I
It's so
hate it.
it's
I
dumb.
hate it.
I think it's fun.
Like I could understand like if you jumped off something to slow you down, but to fly away with it, no, fucking stupid. You get a jetpack. Be a Mandalorian.
I'm trying to
Just
think
be a
of who
Mandalorian,
I've
God.
seen actually fly away with it because I've only seen people use it as sort of a parachute.
No, in that episode of Rebels where they find the Sith temple and they're fighting Darth Maul and the three Inquisitors are there, one of them flies off with
I
it.
guess I don't remember that.
He just
Okay, that's dorky, but
That's
I don't mind
really
I don't mind the Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog parachute with it.
and then the one I don't mind that, but the one where because the one flew away, but Doom had fucking hit his lightsaber and it broke and then he fell and died. There's a lot of people that get fucked up in that show, by the way. without being violent. It's pretty
Pretty
violent.
brutal for a kid show.
Right? Like, all these people are on that little bubble at the end, and then it blows up, and they're all dead.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, sorry, if you haven't seen Rebels. But you should watch Rebels. I rewatched all 4 seasons recently, and I forgot how just enjoyable it is. It's fun.
I'll have to get there.
But what I was going to say about your Star Killer, his name has been used in very much Star Wars fashion. That's what they do, like with Ben Solo, and it's like that. That was
Luke's
kid.
Luke's son.
Yeah. So
Well,
Ben Skywalker.
Yeah. Skywalker Solo is all one big incestuous mess.
But you
anyway.
got my reference to my non-spoiler Ahsoka episode. Fucking
Yeah.
when she said that Thrawn is the heir to the Empire. I'm like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So all you fucking Star Wars fucking nerds who've been bitching about fucking Star Wars, shut the fuck up.
And it's Jesus
Sorry.
Christ.
I didn't back away enough.
Gonna need some leveling on that one. But yeah, when she said it, I was like, it's the name of the book of the thing.
Hey, it's the name of the thing. I do
That's
that
what
a
we're
lot.
getting. We're getting the heir to the Empire
And
story.
then my but him was obviously Anakin Skywalker.
Right. Why did they?
When he called her Snips.
What did they do with the?
They did what they didn't do in Kenobi. They younged him down a bit.
But
It was weird.
He didn't look like Anakin.
I'm
It-
wondering
it
if
was-
that's on purpose.
You think?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It could be.
Because she's obviously in like that Force
Right.
hibbity-bibby.
Yeah, the Force limbo.
Yeah, which I recall was in Rebels.
Yes, it was. That's
Yeah.
where they introduced it.
Yeah.
The world beyond worlds, or the
Yes.
place beyond place, whatever
And
it's called. Mythological.
So
that was another thing I do have a problem with Rebels is the loathe wolves that they can just and then they're there. They're in the world beyond the world. They can just appear there. I can get the space whales flying at hyperspeed, but a wolf that can just go there, I struggle with that a little bit. Like it bugs me.
they can just slip into the void.
Right, and that just kind of like
Makes
to
me
me
jealous.
To me, it seems like that's kind of like lazy writing or laziness. Like, how do they get there? Well, they'll just
just do
slip in
it.
the void. But anyway, so Ahsoka's been good, been great.
So it has been good.
My favorite was when I was watching it for the first time, and you happened to be watching it the exact same time when I messaged you, and I'm like, I'm in love, and then you send me a picture of Sabine Wren, and you knew exactly who I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
And it was me about that ass.
Oh yeah.
She's so beautiful.
Riding
like,
the
you
little
get me.
speeder thing.
I'm like, you
I
do
was-
get me.
Sorry, my
Yeah,
little
it-
bisexual heart was.
Yeah, Saber also.
I couldn't
no
take
worries.
it with the hair, with the two-tone hair,
yeah.
and the
I mean, I've been a fan of Sabine Wren, not as much as like the character of Ahsoka, but Sabine Wren has been a
I just want to like hug her and take care of her and just.
Seen some pretty good memes of Hu Yang and like him.
Oh my
Just
God.
him
Fucking
burning
David Tennant.
Sabine about how much she kind of sucks at being
Yes.
a Jedi. And I think my favorite one was one time during training, a youngling sneezed all over me, and I believe with that spittle on me, I had more midichlorians than Sabine Wren does right now.
bringing back the midichlorian.
Yep.
That's a sick burn.
Yeah, and that's a character I would like to see more of, and I like how he was like, you do recognize me, and I'm 75% original parts. Because he is probably the oldest living robot, I guess, or sentient being. He's not a sentient being. Robot, android, whatever.
Droid.
Because he has pretty much all of the knowledge from the back of the beginning of...
Well, yeah, doesn't he reference like centuries ago when I
Yes.
was, you know.
He is a major part of the Jedi lore because he knows
Major
it.
part of the Jedi Lord.
I did that in my therapy session today, and my therapist laughed.
He knows it all because
Yeah.
he's been around that long.
He was
Or-
fucking there.
Yeah. I don't know if he's back 25,000 years ago, but
No.
he's been around
Yeah, maybe.
for quite a lot, and I know that he stores a lot of memory. And the fact that he knows who built every single lightsaber. It's pretty
That's
fucking
a pretty cool dearth of knowledge
Right.
to have.
So I'm very fascinated by this android, and he's funny.
He is funny.
Makes me
Because
giggle.
he's David Tennant.
I mean,
I know.
yeah,
Or not to be kind of funny.
Right.
I love him.
I don't like Chopper.
I love Chopper.
He's such
Chopper's
an asshole.
okay.
Like, fucking-
Chopper is kind of an asshole, but
that's
kind of the fun.
the fun. He's a
And
fascist
Jason.
murdering little astromech.
Yeah, he is. He's killed a lot of people too.
Yeah, he's done some murders.
The Mothman is just like, hey, Jason and Chopper still fucking shut up. Like,
The one thing I don't understand is her kid. Like, I get it, like, she had a kid, but the way that Rebels plays it out, it seems like they never doinked in the back of the ghost, you know? Like, because they were always like, and then finally it was at the end.
Absolutely doinked in the ghost.
But it just like, it seemed,
Many times.
I get that they probably did, but
It was
what
a kid's show.
they were never like. It seemed the way that they wrote it in Rebels was that they didn't really get to that point because they hadn't admitted to each other that they loved each other.
They were husband and wife.
I'm sure if you really wanted to find out, you could search archive of our own.
They
fan
weren't
fiction
husband and wife
sites.
because she didn't say "I love you" until right before he died. Spoilers.
Well,
Kanan
they
before
doinked.
Kanan died.
And he was in Rebels.
I know he's in Rebels, but
Do
that's
they
what I'm
have
talking
to say
about.
"I love you" in order to be husband and wife?
Right?
It seems like
Do
a
they have to
dumb-
love each other to doink?
No, but I'm just saying that like they finally were like, "I love you too," and then he fucking died. Like 5 minutes later.
Yeah, they were doinking.
Probably.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure you can find the scene that some fan has written.
I don't really care to. I mean, I'm sure it's out there.
Evan grabs his phone.
I'm sure there's a threesome with kid Kaylin.
I don't like the fact that he said threesome with a kid. I know you were...
threesome with Kanan, Hera, and Sabine. I'm sure Chopper's in there somewhere videotaping it.
I mean, is it just me or Ahsoka and Hera?
There's a lot of tension there.
There's some tension.
Sexual,
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
I have not seen Rebels, so
Not beyond the Master Padawan thing, but I think there's definitely some sexual tension.
Master Padawan.
Hera, not Sabine.
Hera, not
Hera.
Sabine.
Hera.
Twi'lek.
Sorry, I thought you said Sabine. I don't know why. Sorry.
Because you have
My
Sabine
bad.
on the mind.
I do.
More
mean-
specifically, dead ass.
I do. I
Dad
really
ass.
do.
Dat Mandalorian ass.
Maybe there is some of that too. I don't know.
I'm picking it up, but I could just be me wanting
She's like, now that Kanan's out of the picture.
Ahsoka to be all
Eh?
lesbian.
I wouldn't mind a little flashback with Freddie Prinze Jr.
No.
Like because I mean they have established that he is him because he was his voice was in
Right.
Epi 9.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's good. Can't wait to see. How many episodes is it supposed to be?
Eight. We get 2 more in this bad boy than we do any of the other ones.
Oh wow. Huh.
Well, it's a lot. I mean,
Ah.
Heir to the Empire is a lot of story to cover. I'm sure they're gonna.
Well, this is going to be vastly different because there's all
Clearly.
sorts of stuff they can't do.
Well, and they can,
Characters that don't exist, etc.
right. But they can. I'm sure they could do that in season 2 of Ahsoka and carry it on. And I mean, hopefully they get somewhere. I'm sure they're going to end up seeing Thrawn, and he's going to come back. And but cliffhanger of the season will be fucking Thrawn rebuilding something with his whatever.
Well,
It won't be a happy ending.
They just hit hyperspace to go get Thrawn, so I assume he's going to appear in the next few
I'm sure
episodes.
he will. I'm sure he will. But I'm saying that the cliffhanger of the season will be
Right, him.
them, and then the rebels seem like they're not in their odds are stacked against them. They're going to lose. And then
Right.
season 2 will be the fight. I also giggled when Hera said, "Once a rebel, always a rebel." You reference the show. You tell the show.
Good
Sorry.
stuff.
Simple pleasures in my life.
It's the Ron Howard narration. Hey, that's the name of the show.
Yes. Love it when they name the show inside the show. Anyways, anything else about Ahsoka?
I'm looking forward to see where it goes. I'm not looking forward to the end of it because that will be the end of our pal Ray as Balin Skull.
Yeah.
Especially because I look exactly like him now.
You do.
And I'm very excited to cosplay as him
Yeah. Oh my God.
for the rest of my life, basically.
Yes. Please do.
I had a stranger on the internet on a
Really?
completely unrelated post.
I love that.
Like it was one of my nerd groups, but completely
Yeah.
it wasn't even a Star Wars post. I just posted something, and this dude was like, because I'd replied to him
Yeah.
like being kind of funny, and he's like, "Bro, this may sound weird, but you look exactly like Ray Stevens. Rip. You have to cosplay as Balin Skull." I'm like,
you're like,
first of all,
I am
thank you for
already on it.
First of all, thank you for the greatest compliment I've ever been given.
Literally.
Second of all, the costumes are already being built.
I love that.
Nice. I love.
Is he? This is a stupid question. Is he naturally that broad? Because
Yeah, he's-
holy
yeah, he's
crap,
Enormous.
He is
Punisher and
gigantic.
King Arthur.
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
He's a big dude. I don't know how tall he was. 6'2", maybe.
He was.
He's
I mean-
big and broad, and I'm sure he was a little.
Oh, and not Sati.
6'3", yeah, big guy.
Dang,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't
6'3" and about 4 feet across. Like 4 feet of shoulder breadth.
He's a big dude. Yeah. That's why he's always had some good roles.
Yeah, and his little blonde assistant.
Padawan.
Yeah,
Who has a braid, and I didn't know Padawans had
They
fucking
did.
braids.
they do braids.
Apparently they do braids
I
like the
guess.
Jedi. And clearly Balin was a Jedi. He's made
Yeah.
enough reference to say that he was for sure.
He
a
started
Oh yeah, he was
out.
in the Jedi Order, and
Yeah.
then he fucked off somewhere and
Yeah.
trained his new daughter apprentice. I'm
She,
sticking with that.
She was in. I was like, I know her from somewhere. I know her from.
Yeah,
so I
she's
looked
made a ton of shit.
I looked her up, and she was in High Fidelity,
Yeah.
Pacific Rim, and
Yeah.
which tragically got canceled by Hulu because I really wanted to see season 2 of High Fidelity because Zoe Kravitz is awesome.
She is awesome.
That whole
awesome.
cast was really good.
I kind of like the kind of medieval look they gave Balin and his apprentice. I kind
Yeah.
of like that.
well, I like that she has more of a like a Jedi
Yeah.
look about her because
Yeah.
it's lots of browns and.
Right.
And
the
I
little
also like
armor
that their lightsabers are more of a blood orange than they
Yeah.
are red. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very
I like
different,
their-
and I'm vibing on them.
They're
Right.
blood
I'm
orange.
kind of. I don't know if they'll ever explain why I didn't get to complete red, or if that was just by choice. It's an orange red.
Or maybe they're just not quite all the way evil.
Right. That's what I was wondering. If maybe they couldn't bleed it enough to get it all the way evil.
Well, I mean, like Kylo Ren's saber was all scratchety for.
Well, that
'cause
was
his
shitty lightsaber building.
Which is funny because he built one before and it was perfectly fine. But then I also like in Rebels.
Well,
when
he tried to make
His-
it more powerful.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and,
yeah.
and,
lack of-
and that's what the
Yeah.
the
That's
people think
why
it's
it fractured.
Well, no, people think it's like a style choice, but it's actually he put too much into it, and so it needed those are vents
Yeah,
basically
yeah, I
for
Right.
knew they
because
were
it has too much output.
right.
Right, but which I thought was funny that in Rebels when they found the one Jedi temple or Sith temple, the Sith temple episode, and they found all the dead, remains of Jedi and Sith and all that, and Ezra picks up the one lightsaber. There's lightsabers everywhere, and he picks up the one and it's a T-handled and it's
Well,
green.
it's because those did exist,
Yeah, yeah,
especially in
yeah.
the High Republic. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Kylo was.
Right, but I just liked how that was.
I'm angry. Here's my angry lightsaber.
I'm so angry.
It's very, yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's great. I can't wait to see the rest of it. So Ahsoka. What else? I watched Rebels, and what else? I don't think I've really been watching much else. Hey, you guys been watching anything good?
Yes, quite a few things, as a matter of fact.
I watched through the AMC Interview with the Vampire Show.
How was it?
7 episodes. It's
I liked
good.
it a lot.
It's very gay, and I love it.
So gay.
The most gay.
It's incredibly gay.
Worm and some other dude being really gay.
so gay.
So good.
Dudes be banging, but there's also titties.
Yeah.
What I heard
Yeah, there's boobs.
And some pretty good ones too.
Yeah.
on an A&E show.
AMC.
AMC.
Because it's specifically an AMC Plus show.
Yeah, it's
And
not
streaming has
broadcast.
no rules.
Yeah.
Right.
And well, because HBO Max, or not HBO Max, it's just Max now, but whatever. They're doing like what HBO used to on cable, where they're doing like a free weekend, but it's from now until the beginning of October. You can watch a bunch of AMC Plus
shit,
shows
all
for
the Walking Deads. And
on
But you can watch those
HBO,
on Max, too.
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's
never
It's
mind.
literally what we're discussing.
on Max, they're doing what HBO used to.
Gotcha. I don't know what channel we were watching, but I didn't know this was on cable. But apparently, whatever channel we were watching at work the other day on the TV, because Aliens was on, and I was like, "Oh, they're going to show it started with Alien, and I'm like, I wonder if they're going to show Aliens 2 or Aliens 2. They're going to show Aliens, and they did, and then they showed Alien Cubed, and then whatever. But in Aliens at the end, because I wasn't really I couldn't really watch it all, but I got to watch the last little fight scene. They didn't bleep out the word "fuck" when Hudson's like, fuck you, you want some of this, fuck you.
Certain channels don't have to past a certain time. Was it late?
Nope. During the day, midday.
Was there commercials?
I don't remember.
Because if there was commercials, but they said fuck, it was probably IFC. IFC is this really weird channel that gets away with anything. They can they have all the cursies.
Yep.
They have titties.
Oh, yeah.
They get away with everything, but then there's also commercial breaks because it's not a premium channel. I don't know how they get away with it, but they do.
I don't know.
But that's their thing.
At work, I don't know that we get that channel.
Well, maybe you fucking do.
Maybe we do. I don't know. Anyways, I was like, wow, he just said fuck. And they didn't bleep it out. So
Feel free to have the last one.
Oh, you're so Minnesotan of you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
That was adorable. Oh no.
We're so cute.
Sorry. Gonna get more sour
Anyway,
cream
so
on it,
Interview
I
with a
don't know.
Vampire.
Really good.
They changed some things.
They changed a bunch from the movie, which I think was
from the books too.
yeah.
And this
Obviously.
is how Lestat became a vampire?
No, this is how Louis became a
Louis.
vampire.
Lestat was already a vampire.
Yeah.
Lestat was Louis' maker.
Yeah. Basically, Louis in a toxic relationship for...
Guys, the CDC's trying to call me.
Fuck off, CDC.
Yeah.
I've heard enough from you.
All right.
But yeah, the... so instead of like the, I don't know, 1800s New Orleans, it's set in 1910 New Orleans.
Right, yep.
And Louis is black instead of
White, obviously.
lily white.
And he was
And he was his father or his grandfather owned a sugar plantation that his father somehow fucked up. So now Louis is he's in charge of the estate, but like their estate is kind of all fucked up. So he basically runs a bunch of brothels.
but like in the
New
books, he was a white plantation owner.
Yeah, he was a white slave owner. He is not now.
He is definitely not a black slave
Definitely
owner.
not a black slave owner. But yeah, just really interesting. And Eric Bogosian, who's been in a shitload of stuff. He's one of those guys, if you saw him, you knew him. Or you would know him if you saw him. He plays the interviewer, and just the interactions he has with Louis present day are just so good.
They're very authentic.
Yeah, and they're very the writing and the acting and the fucking production value on this thing is so good. And then there's big plot twist, shock ending.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't see.
They hit
the
it
end.
so well.
I did not see it coming.
Because you see that character in the sunlight. I mean, and you're like, oh, he's just a human.
Yep.
Blade.
Sweet.
Yep.
Got it.
Wesley Snipes.
Nailed it.
But yeah, and like Louis drinks from him at one point. Like, isn't that I don't know? Can vampires live off other vampires' blood?
Yeah, they have in other things.
I know, but
It's not
I guess I'm
ideal
not-
for them.
I think if they're older,
which
significantly, which he
yeah,
shut up,
I think
everyone.
he's 500 something, whatever. But yeah, very well done. The AMC actually got special permission or something or from the unions to restart production on season 2 of Interview with the Vampire.
Yep, all they had to do was
next month.
agree to certain terms by the
Yeah.
Writers and Actors Guild, which they were like, yeah, let's fucking do this.
So they agreed, and we're getting more of it.
Strike is still going on, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I thought I heard somebody say that they might be coming to a.
No, the studios are remaining intransigent, and
Of course they are.
they're
Because money.
just fucking. It literally works out to less than 1% of their total company value for across the board. I think the highest is Disney, and it was like 0.91%.
Warner Brothers has already lost, due to the writer's strike, more than what they were asking for.
Jesus Christ. Just.
Real quick, just because we haven't talked about this, because I think it happened like right after last podcast, but Arlene Sorkin died.
Yeah.
Original
Harley Quinn.
The basis of
Yeah.
Harley Quinn, because she was not a comic book character.
Right.
right.
She was made for the show, and she was based off of one of her characters in Days of Our Lives, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
I think it's a dream sequence where that character becomes a Harley Quinn type
a
character.
Harley Quinn jester.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it's based on her, and like she is the reason we have Harley.
Right.
And
Margot Robbie. And the insane animated show.
right, and a lot of people like to credit Tara Strong because she did the voice for a very long time.
Yeah.
After Arlene kind of retired, and but the reason we have this amazing character is because of this woman, and
Yeah. May she rest.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pour one out for our homie, the original Harleen Quinzel. I'm trying not to eat by the mic.
I know. It's funny.
Eating is difficult for me, okay?
I've been watching the season 4 of the animated Harley Quinn show is premiering on
It's
Max
so
as well.
good.
I love that show.
It's very good.
Every episode is
Harl
just
Ivy
dynamite.
forever.
Yeah.
And I don't even hate the fact that it's Kelly Cuckoo.
Kaylee Cuoco.
No, whatever.
Yeah. Did we ever talk about the end of Strange New Worlds? Like the musical episode? And
we did.
we didn't, because we didn't talk about the crossover episode with fucking Lower Decks. My favorite line out of that whole
With
thing
Huey.
was he goes, Riker, and he sits on the saddle.
And that was improv.
It was, and the episode was
Directed by fucking Riker.
Oh my God.
So he's literally, like, obviously he didn't know he was going to do it, and he did it right in front of him. And you know as well as I do, when you do something like that in front of the person, you got to be a stellar performer to not break character.
Well,
Yeah.
because I mean, apparently that was the take, because he'd done it a couple different times. And then he decided to do the Riker one, and that's the one they kept.
So awesome. It was a very cool episode to see them as live action themselves.
Right.
Well, the characters they play, voice. It was, and dude is fucking, I didn't realize that actor was so fucking tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So tall.
Yeah, he's
real
very tall.
I mean, everybody must be very short.
Jack Quaid.
And it was fun having Jerry O'Connell up talk his wife.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, one of the best number ones in the history of Starfleet. Yeah, piece of ass at that. I mean, basically,
Right. The musical episode was a lot better than I expected.
it was.
I mean, everybody was great, but my favorite was the Klingons. And as soon as I saw them before they sang, I was like, I know where this is going. I know exactly, and I want it in my life.
I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are gonna rap, aren't they?
Oh no.
And they did.
And they did.
And they're looking at everybody like, what the fuck are we
It was a
watching?
little Lin-Manuel
I was gonna
Miranda,
say,
a
did
little
they-
K-pop. It was.
Did they hire Lynn for that number?
They might have.
Probably not.
I
They
don't.
certainly might have.
It wouldn't surprise me if they did, but it was very good. And how does the season end again? There's that one, and then
That Gorn again. And Scotty.
Scotty. Oh, yeah, Scotty.
The lizard people.
Yeah.
And Scotty.
And we saw for the first time ever.
Well, baby Scotty.
My favorite, I cried a little bit at the end of it. The episode was when they meet James T. Kirk. Comes visits his brother.
He sure does keep finding reasons to be aboard that motherfucking ship.
Sure does. And you get to see the first time when Uhura and Spock
and Kirk all meet and hang out. It was I'm not gonna lie, it was a moment.
Oh God, fucking TV magic right there. It was beautiful. And in this season it seemed a lot that Uhura seemed to save the ship more times than anybody else.
Yeah, and that's because she does.
She absolutely does.
Like in TOS, she saves those motherfuckers way more often than somebody who's like communications should. She's like, you guys are stupid, and I'm gonna fix this. Is everybody okay with that? Cool.
I got cool. Everybody sit down. I got this.
Right. It seems like she.
And they in the crossover episode, they did a really good job at Mariner fangirling over Uhura and making the subtext the fact that she was such a fucking trailblazer for black women, but on a show where by this point trails have been blazed.
Right.
She's like, I'm nothing special. And she's like, no, you're
very special.
You're special to me because she goes above and beyond and is the heart and soul of the Enterprise while still being kind of a sass monster, which is exactly what Mariner aspires to be. Good at her job, but still able to have fun. But then she's dealing with an Uhura who's like, I don't know how to have fun. I'm a fuddy-duddy.
Right.
Who's perfect, beautiful looks and smart.
An amazing singing voice.
Well, and has that in common with, how many times did Uhura sing on the original series? It was a bunch.
A lot.
She sang a lot on that show.
A lot.
And that's why people are like, this is the first musical. I'm like, but fucking Spock played his little stupid guitar thing all the time, and she sang a bunch. They weren't musical episodes, but they certainly
Riker played his goddamn trombone a lot.
Right. But I just mean again, Data, Blue Skies, but Uhura sang a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very good. And you got to see a lot more about Nurse Chapel and the Doctor, and that was fucking some amazing shit.
I've seen people complain about the fact that why am I not remembering? T'Pring, is it? Spock's affianced. That Nurse Chapel and Uhura in the original series were asking who she was when she appeared on screen. When they clearly now would already know about her. And like my explanation for this was Nurse Chapel was being petty. And Uhura's like, I got way more going on in my life than you. I don't remember these bitches. What do I care?
Yeah.
So,
my life doesn't revolve around you.
Who is that?
All right. And now we got Scotty in the mix. Who are we missing? Bones. We're missing Bones.
We're obviously missing Sulu and Chekhov. Though Chekhov didn't come until season 2, so we don't have to worry about Chekhov.
Well, he wouldn't even be born at this point.
Yes, he absolutely would. This is about 5 years from when TOS starts, I believe.
Okay. I feel...
Maybe a little longer, but not much. We're in
like
the 5 to 10 year range at max.
I feel like Chekhov was supposed to be 19-ish when he...
But so he would be probably in the realm of 12, I guess.
Okay.
But Sulu is
definitely
one of the ones. Is one of the big ones we're missing.
Well, I'm sure in the next season, we'll get a Sulu somewhere, and but that would mean you'd have to, because Sulu was the pilot, you'd have to kill off.
Okay, we don't have to kill everyone.
Okay.
To get them off the bridge. I also want to make this clear to the writers. You don't have to kill them to take them off the bridge.
He doesn't work 24-hour shifts.
No,
but why can't I think of the character's name?
Ortegas
is the best pilot, and why would she give up the bridge?
Well, she doesn't work 24 hours a day.
I know that, but to bring the character in, it's always their
bring in
shift.
another. You have to have.
Yeah, that's Do shifts?
Shifts. Like, yeah.
I know there's shifts. I get that. I'm well aware of that because when Troy became commander on The Next Generation, she always had the night shift.
Sure did.
Sucks to suck.
Well, she's a new commander.
That's right. You're the new commander. You can have the fucking night shift. You're not taking my spot.
She was, what, fifth in command?
Technically...
Or did she bump...
well, her rank would bump her, but her
Bottom of the
position... well, let me think about it.
Because it was
Picard.
At least in the episode where everyone lost their memories, the rank and file was, I think, Picard, Riker, Data, Worf.
LaForge, then Worf.
Was it LaForge then Worf?
Yes. Data was third in command. And Commander Troy, while she outranks them because of her position as a non-command entity.
And technically, Crusher
was also commander, but she's
outranked everyone because she's the only person who could give the captain actual commands.
Yes.
But usually it had to do with like health reasons.
Right. Her position her position outranked his authority. Which I've said to many people who were outranking me, but my position put me above them. So my title. Don't confuse your rank with my authority, sir or ma'am. I've had jobs where I've had lieutenants when I was a sergeant tell me, "No, you can't do that." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, my position outranks your authority, so, you're whatever. You know what I mean. I'm babbling now.
I'm sorry, what now?
I don't know. I'm lost in my own eyes.
No, sorry, there's a photo of Oscar Isaac in a kilt. At some premiere. What?
I'm buying one of those this weekend.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lady at the kilt store I like best, which is the one kind of over by Puke and Snot.
Right. Yep.
Is bringing in a Kennedy ancient tartan for me. It's not the current one, which is really boring. But the older one, which is a lot more green with some orange.
The weathered Kennedy?
Yeah, it's
the unofficial official tartan, because I wear the weathered Mackenzie, which isn't the official.
Yeah, the
tartan.
official. Well, it's an older form of it. But yeah, it's
This?
No.
Type in weathered Kennedy.
Yeah.
I don't have a tartan.
Oh,
okay. I like that.
It's let me see. I mean, I could look at it myself, but
Well, let me check to make sure you have the right one. Yes, specifically the second one.
Yeah, that's what I
oh
figured.
yeah. It's very nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
Noise. You're gonna wear it as part of
The blues are a lighter, more subtle shade. Yeah,
It's also
Can you wear that as Jakob?
I
it's a
probably
little
could.
purpley. It kind
Yeah,
of
it's
like some purple and pinky.
Every time I see your last name, your Laguna, I always think of Fifth Element.
I'm always Laguna, Jamaica. I don't know why. That's just
I've also got Laguna Matata.
that too.
There you
Well,
go.
yeah, I get a lot. Well, Jacob Laguna, I think I've even mentioned on the show, is based off of Jackie Daytona. So.
Yes.
Empire Records? No.
Yeah, from What We Knew in the Shadows.
Got it. Okay.
Which is funny that you were just singing a Beach Boys song because my brothers and I went to the state fair because my middle brother was in town. I couldn't remember if he was coming in on Thursday or Friday. And I texted him on Thursday. I'm like, "You coming in today or tomorrow?" And he's like, "I'm already here, bitch." And I'm like, "All right."
Already here, bitch.
I'm like, it was like noon. I'm like, "Hey,
Oh, yeah, thanks for showing me, asshole.
all right." Well, he probably did tell me. I just don't. My brothers and I have a text stream that's
Sure.
something gets lost. Anyways, I was like, "Oh, you want to grab lunch or something?" He's like, "Hey, we're going to the state fair. You want to go?" I'm like, "I'm not doing anything." "Yeah, sure, why not?" And we discovered that the last time the three of us were together at the state fair that we could remember was
1993.
when we saw the Beach Boys at the state fair with John Stamos.
Oh, nice.
They sang Kokomo.
Oh, wow.
John Stamos came out. Everybody fucking, they're like, "Welcome to the state, John Stamos." Well, he's like second percussion guy.
Yeah.
It's funny because that's where we say Wilhelm, our third musketeer, is. Because he got shipped off to Kosovo, but we say Kokomo.
Kokomo. I love
He's
that.
on the pirates' land of Kokomo.
And that became the Musketeers' Waffle Time song. we would start singing Kokomo.
Aruba, Jamaica. Jeez.
Not nearly as fun, but okay.
But it was pretty fun. But, I mean, it was our inside joke.
Nah, it's fine.
Now,
Yeah.
unless we see one that is very specifically Wilhelm's type, we'll sing the Waffle Time song. But if it's Wilhelm, we'll say there's a Kokomo over there.
There was one that I saw on Sunday, and I was like, "Where's Kevin when I need him?" Oh, wait, waffle time. That's not fun when you have to sing it by yourself.
I know, it's not.
She's very. Yep. Anyways,
What the fuck were we talking
I
about?
don't know. Should we move on to
Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek. We went on a Star Trek.
Yeah, it was good.
We went on a trek with Star Trek.
We did.
It was very good. Stranger Worlds.
Rebel Moon trailer?
Oh yeah,
There's an actual trailer now?
There is.
Oh.
And it is interesting.
Ooh.
It's a lot of Snyder slow-mo.
yeah.
But it looks interesting. There's definitely lightsabers.
Yep.
Oh boy.
There's droids.
Laser
Yeah.
swords.
Yeah, I mean,
And
think they-
robots.
Can they say laser swords?
I don't think he has an actual copyright on that one.
Because they've mentioned it in.
They
canon.
have, but I don't think he has the copyright on that.
Okay.
I think he only
Yeah,
has
I think
it
it's
on
just lightsaber.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they only use laser sword to make fun of it for the most part.
Right.
And literally only Anakin and Luke Skywalker have called it that.
No. Ahsoka did. She said, "Well, there's something about laser sword." It was either in Rebels.
It wouldn't have been in Rebels. It had to have been in Clone Wars because I did not pay attention to the first 3 seasons of that. I watched
It was either
very
her
passively.
or Sabine talking to Ezra. Maybe it was Rebels because they said laser sword. I swear it was Ahsoka that said it to
Well, even if they
when she was doing her Jedi training. She said laser sword. Anywho, yes, it's very very much. You could tell that he wanted to make a Star Wars movie very badly.
And who is this again? Is this?
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Couldn't
Right,
remember.
Zack Snyder. Yeah, Zack Snyder.
Yeah, Zack.
Is it Zack Snyder? Snyderverse.
It is. Well, it's not Snyderverse,
I know.
but it is Zack Snyder.
Fucking
And yeah, because he
Henry Cavill is
wanted to make a Star Wars movie, and he pitched it, and he said, "Here's what I got," and they're like, "This sounds cool," but
He wanted an R rating.
well, he wanted an R rating. B, he wanted like entirely new like creatures and characters, and they're like, "Well, you need to have like some species
familiar-
or something familiar to link it to."
Right.
To Star Wars,
Stick
besides
a Wookiee
just
in
having
there somewhere. Jesus.
besides just having a laser beam baseball bat.
What's it called? Red Moon? Red?
Rebel Moon.
Rebel
Rebel
Moon.
Moon.
Ooh, I'm
I
dying over
I
here.
put down Red Dawn. I don't fucking
Red
want.
Wolverines. But yeah, and they're so they're like, no, pass. And he's like, fine, well, I'll make my own Star Wars movie with Blackjack and Hook.
I was gonna say he was just pouting over there. I'm gonna make my own Star Wars movie.
And by God, he made his own Star Wars movie with Blackjack and hookers.
I mean,
Sure did.
it absolutely, positively has Blackjack and hookers in it. It's very Dune and Firefly. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know what? To be
I was getting some
perfectly
major-
honest, I'm into it.
Yeah.
And it's got the Sophia Boutella
Yep.
Yep.
in it, and I love that girl, and I hadn't seen her in a while, and I'm happy to see her back.
Yeah.
because I don't really feel like I've seen her in anything since
I
Star
don't think-
Trek. But I can't remember if Atomic Blonde was after that or not.
oh, Atomic Blonde was so good.
So good.
It was a lot more interesting
Oh,
than I
it's
thought
Green's
it
in
would
it.
be.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was way better. I thought it was gonna be, it was gonna be okay, but yeah.
I went into it with no expectations. I'm just like, I'm gonna watch Charlize Theron kick some ass for a couple hours.
And
boy, did I.
I think she was close to 50 or
Yeah,
50.
she was. She was
did a
damn near
lot of her
50.
own stunts and a lot of her own
and
fighting.
fought like a man, not like a woman.
Atomic
fighting.
Blonde was after Star Trek, and of course she was in The Mummy, but I never watched that.
Yeah, no,
she was in
I-
Hotel Artemis, but I never watched that.
I didn't watch that.
That was fun.
451.
Carrie Ellis
I
is
meant
in
to
this?
watch that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he sure is.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And I knew Michelle Huisman was in it. I love
Hotel
her.
Artemis was. It's you got nothing better to watch on like a Saturday or a night.
What even is that? I don't.
Hotel Artemis was with Jodie Foster and Batista and
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember seeing a poster or something.
yeah, it was. I mean, it was okay. It
this
wasn't-
girl's name is actually Cleopatra, and she
Good for her.
has earned the name. She's She's very good looking.
Yeah,
That's an attractive person,
A lot of very good-looking people out there.
right? Charlie Hunnam. Jenna Malone. What the fuck's she been up to? I don't think I've seen her in anything since Sucker Punch.
Right.
Jenna Malone. She was in Hunger Games. She was in Catching. She was Joanna, the chick with the axe.
Oh yeah, you're right. She was.
Yeah, she was. Oh, she's
was.
so very attractive.
She's the one who got naked.
Yeah. Which apparently they filmed on a real working elevator
in like a mall in
where they had Dragon Con
New Zealand.
where our friend Sean was this weekend.
Oh yeah.
At that same hotel. Yeah, it was, and apparently they surprised a lot of people trying to get on the elevator.
She was in Batman v Superman. When?
Prove it.
Right? Pixar didn't happen.
I think she's got a bit part.
I just saw her in something recently
They also,
too.
speaking of Hunger Games, they just released photos, like promo photo posters of the characters from the new prequel to the Hunger Games with Peter Dinklage and
Oh yeah, the Song of
Fire and
Snakes and Songbirds or
something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Snakes and songbirds and snakes, something like that. I don't know.
Explains it's supposed to be about the first Hunger Games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
is there a book about that or
Yep.
no?
Yeah,
Okay.
she wrote the book like some number of years ago, but it was definitely came out after. I didn't read it. I had moved past my Hunger Games phase at that point, but I will probably see the movie. I've read
I'll see the movie.
I've read the plot description because
It's got Peter Dinklage in it. I got it.
it's got Peter Dinklage in it, and it's like the origin story of President Snow.
Right. Yeah.
I have the book. I have read maybe the first chapter of it.
Yeah,
And
I don't
it
have
was
the book.
okay. Just not.
I might.
It just has other stuff has captured my
Right.
attention. I've been doing a
have
lot of audio books. I don't have time to like sit down and read,
Yeah.
and when I do, it's a Star Wars High Republic book.
Right.
I have a bunch of unused credits on Audible, so I might.
Yeah.
That might be
Nice.
my
I
next.
use them so quickly.
I do not. I listened to I listened to the Court of Thorns and Roses series, and I was just like,
drive for work,
That's
so-
true. Yeah.
Speaking of Star Wars, I've been really delving into Star Wars stuff
Because we haven't talked about that a lot. This
Well,
well,
since our movie, I've really delved into my character. You know, Kale Wynn, who I actually got to play Kale Wynn. I don't think that's spoilers or anything, but
you've mentioned that.
oh, did I?
Yes, you have.
It's still pretty cool, though. I didn't get to play anybody.
Right. Because Lee wanted me to be that, and I
Yeah.
said, okay,
Yeah.
okay. But I've really delved into like his backstory because as you do as an actor, and you have a character, and if it's a made up person, you kind of make up your backstories and stuff. And so I've really been, and there are stories that I've written and have ideas for, and had subplots. And friend of the show Austin has also written a few stories because he also has a Jedi character. And so I've really been delving into his background story and what he did. And I want to write, I don't know if it's going to be like a short story or not a short story, but like a small book, but it's going to be like
Novella.
it's going to be like it's going to be in his own voice, but it's like his memoir. But he's like, I don't fucking know how to write this shit. And so it'll kind of be in his own voice where he's literally like, I don't know where to begin. I guess we start at the beginning. I don't know if that's going to work out or not, but
Very
I mean,
Dickensian of you.
right. And, it's just something that I'm working on. So it's not going to be like some major publication, but just for my own shits and giggles. And Austin's going to help me edit it. And yes, you can help edit it too.
Yay.
But it talks about what he did when he.
I'm also here.
Kevin, you can also edit it too.
Whatever. Spear afterthought.
I just got a degree in this shit. Not that I've been using it at all.
At least you're not a barista.
Yeah,
He thought
I might I might quit my job and
become a barista.
I mean just to have more free time and more mental fucking energy to
Please,
write.
I need this cliche in my life. Please do it.
I was just about to say that is the most.
I will do it for you.
Even if you only do it for like a few months, like over the holidays or something, like just the cliche of somebody with a master's degree in creative writing.
I will
to
make
be
a T-shirt to wear to work
barista.
that says I have a master's degree.
Creative writing.
Creative writing.
And all I got was this T-shirt, and I work here.
Ooh, I actually do.
But don't work at a Starbucks.
Need some
No.
of your input and assistance on
Awesome.
something I'm writing.
Bring it on.
Especially because I want to make sure that the female point of view I'm putting forward is authentic.
Right, yeah.
Because I don't want to be one of those writers who's like, she breasted boob
Yeah,
down the stairs.
she
Not
boobily down the stairs.
Not that I think you
Right.
you would be afraid that I would do something like
Right.
that, but I still want like an authentic.
Yeah, there's still some undertones that can come through that, I mean, you don't intentionally do it. It's just
Right.
Exactly.
you don't have a female's point of view.
I don't.
Right. So anyway, so we moved to Nerd Grab. So we got anything else, really?
Yes.
I think this episode's kind of been.
It's been all over the place. Also, if you're not watching Reservation Dogs, do it.
I need to.
Watch Reservation Dogs. Watch
It's
it.
very good.
Like, as soon as this podcast is over, go to Hulu and watch that. I'm fucking serious.
I believe you.
It is
One
quite
of-
possibly the best show that's currently airing on television.
One of my favorite writers has had a bit part on that show, Joy Harjo. I can't remember what character she plays, but I've seen her. I've seen her at readings. She did a big one at the University of Minnesota last fall, a year ago almost. But yeah, just incredible writer. I don't know if I want to get into this, but I really love Indigenous, Native American writers. My favorite right now is Marcy Rendon. She's local to the Twin Cities. She has written a kind of true crimey type series about.
You like true crime?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
It's not like I was listening to a podcast about the Black Dahlia murder on my way here.
Classic.
But she's written 3 books in this series so far. The Cash Black Bear series. So good. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, we've been doing like a lot of like native stuff lately. It's like Dark Winds is really good. We're trying to get through the first season of that because the second season just came out not too long ago.
Is that a AMC Plus?
Might be Paramount Plus.
Okay. I feel like I've seen it somewhere, advertised somewhere.
It's on something.
But yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, just like native authors, I fucking love them so much. I've accidentally gone, like most of the readings I've gone to, like for school or for funsies, have been just coincidentally have been Native American authors, Indigenous authors.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Some Nerd Grabs.
nerd grabs.
Some nerd grams. I can go first.
All right.
Go.
So I've been waiting a really long time for a game like Starfield to come out. No Man's Sky scratched that itch big time because basically what I want in a game is a space sim where I can fly basically anywhere, do what I want a little bit. Elite Dangerous also kind of scratched that itch, but both of them were missing things I needed. Like I need like a storyline to follow, and like there are things, and like No Man's Sky I love, but it was very cartoony and just I felt really aimless. And Elite Dangerous, like you're always in your ship, and apparently the expansion where you leave your ship sucks, but I don't have it. But Ian's like, yeah, it's rough. And so Starfield has a lot of the things I need, where it's, you know, a little more realistic looking. You can even go to Earth, and it's a barren desert wasteland because we fucked up. And I would say my only complaint is that I don't have a lot of control over like the ship. As far as like, because like lifting off and like getting to orbit and then landing on planets is all automated. Instead of me jumping my ship, just getting up, flying across the planet and then up into space whenever I want.
Autopilot.
Yeah, and that's something I hope they introduce later. I get the feeling they might not because it's probably just too big because it's a very large game. But I am enjoying it a lot. I am excited to build my first ship because you can build ships in it and bases and all that kind of thing. And I'm really excited to build my ship to look like the Leopardon from Japanese Spider-Man. Because everybody's like doing the Millennium Falcon and doing Serenity and doing Voyager. And I'm like, I want this dumbest thing that's ever existed. Fuck you guys. But I got the Super Collector's Edition.
Nice.
Which comes with the game came in a steelbook case, but it wasn't a disc. It was digital, but the digital code came on a replica of the money that's in the game, and it's heavy. And then it came with a case that you can find in the game, which has, because you get like a watch, because it's Bethesda, so instead of a Pip-Boy, you get like a cool watch thing.
All right, I'm looking at the website right now.
Yeah, it comes with a smartwatch. Like an actual smartwatch.
Oh, dang.
Now, it's not like a touchscreen smartwatch. It's all like bevels and buttons on the side, but it's still a smartwatch that like has stuff that connects to the game, and like I can track moon phases and stuff like that. And, like I have a real smartwatch, so it's just sort of like this is cool. But yeah, it came with some pretty cool gizmos and a patch and all sorts of like neat stuff. And the case is really cool. I was going to bring it so you could play with it, but I forgot it because I'm an idiot. But I'm very excited. And this was my birthday present to myself because I'm turning old.
From me to me.
Yeah.
It's for desktop or
PC and Xbox only.
Okay. Yeah. I feel I would only want to play a game like that if I like had one of those like oversized simulators with all the screens around you.
Right, and that's something that kind of makes me sad is that there's no HOTAS support for the Xbox for the game. But I mean, I could just play it on my PC because it's on Game Pass right now. So if you have Game Pass, you can play it on your PC for no additional charge for now. But it's a heavy game. It requires some heavy lifting. And then, of course, other than that, I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, which is just the gayest RPG that's ever existed, and I'm absolutely positively here for it.
That's what I've heard about it.
You would love it.
My work husband has suggested that
I'm not going to say
do it for PC.
I'm not going to say I've definitely made you in the game, but I kind of have.
Nice. I'm honored.
Yeah, because you can make your tiefling just unreasonably hot.
Yes.
And if you want, he or she can have a penis or not.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be any you can be trans, you can be nothing, you can be whatever.
Awesome.
And you get to make like a little. This is like your person you're looking for, so you get to like make like a perfect like protector who you meet at some point in the game. I still haven't. Fuck knows where they are.
Mm-hmm. I did design a fighter character for if/when my character dies, because I have no HP.
You'll be fine. I promise.
Okay.
I'll protect you.
Well, I'll have it'll be for the next campaign.
I have all the HP. Quite a bit, surprisingly.
You have a ton of HP.
Well,
I have like 26.
I rolled well.
A light breeze could probably kill me.
You'll be okay, I promise.
Anyway.
Roll better.
Well, yeah, that's kind of my plan for my half-orc fighter character.
Nice.
And I was telling Nick about this, but I'm like, I want like a half-orc character whose orc parent is just like a soccer dad. Just like, hey, you guys need any snacks? Here. Do you guys need me to wash your clothes? Okay, cool.
Like the human mom was definitely the alpha of the relationship somehow. I love it.
Like the breadwinner, and then dad's just like stay-at-home orc dad. I don't know.
Love it.
We'll get there.
Anything else, Colin?
Oh, it's what I got.
I just have two small things. One was on my first day of working at Fest where somebody brought me I saw it first, and then they brought me one because somebody had a lot of them because they drunkenly ordered the wrong thing.
Love it.
But I got a little pirate rubber ducky flag that has now become a part of my mug. I've attached it to my mug so I know which mug is mine, but it just flaps. But it was just like I saw it. It was like I was like a little kid. I was like, I want one. He's like, I can get you one. I'm like, I want one. I'll pay for it. I don't care. And the guy who ordered it brought it to me. I was like, how much do you want for it? He's like, no, you can just fucking have it. I fucking ordered the wrong thing, and because he wanted to order a big ducky flag, but instead ordered like 100 little flags instead. So,
I love that.
So I have one, and then I kind of told him, I was like, we should start this thing around Fest where if everybody's got these little flags, like, what is this? We're like, it's the order of the fucking pirate duck. And then people are like, what's that? And we're like, we can't tell you about it. And of course, it's absolutely nothing.
Like Fight Club.
Other than like,
If you have to ask, you're not ready.
right,
Yep.
right. I don't know if he's really started about something. Just start planting them in weird spots around so people see it, and then like, what the fuck is this?
We were going to do that with French flags as the Musketeers and like start claiming like areas in the name of France.
Why didn't you do that? That would have been
nobody wanted to buy a zillion little
Yeah.
French flags.
that could have been a good shtick.
That would have been funny.
Or you just carry around like one little flag and just claim it as your own, and then just reuse the flag.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got that. I'm getting a lot of little trinkets this year at Fest. People have been handing out little trinkets. My second thing was
We got like a little name tag badge from a patron out there.
I don't know.
The same guy who did our Musketeer ones gave us new ones for Jacob and Gaspard. He's a very cool dude.
Yeah, it's very awesome. And then the game you gave me for my birthday. I don't remember when you gave it to me.
I think it was just as a congrats on getting a PlayStation gift.
Oh, right. I got a PlayStation 5. But you gave me Outriders, and I started playing that. It's a very fun game. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm playing as a pyromancer. I read through all the things. I did some research on which one was best to play, and I figured pyromancer would be the funnest. But personally, for me, it's
lightning because that's my secret cap. I always do lightning.
right. To me, it's been like the best, like most accurate first person shooter. Like you put the dot on somebody's head and you shoot them in the head, not like somewhere else. Like you can snipe people from quite a far away. If you know. It's been fun. I like how you can. It seems like I've only barely scratched the surface of that game because there's so much to it. Because there's so many side missions, and it seems like you can really. I'm only on level 12, maybe. And it seems like I've seen gameplay where people at level 30 and they're still playing the game. I'm like, it's a very big game. I'm assuming
It is very big.
but it's very fun and it's enjoyable and the story is good and there's all these side. You can either just muscle through it or there's a shit ton of side quests you can do. And there's no timeline to do any of them, but it's been enjoyable. And what I like is that I also find this very cool is when you battle a big boss and you're at the progressively you can build levels of difficulty, and if you're at level 4 and you can't beat the boss, even the machine is like, maybe you should bring it down a level. Mm-hmm. They call them world levels. Bring it down a world level, then beat the big bad boss, and then put it back up.
I'm so stubborn about that. I'm so stubborn.
I kind of also been cheating the game, so like when I go up to like a gift box, you're going to get an item, I'll level the world up and I'll open the box and then I'll go back.
Attaboy, that's the rule.
So I've kind of been, what's that called? When you're just fighting all the little guys and
grinding
a lot. So actually it's enjoyable, and I'm usually one that gets very.
I knew you'd like it. I did.
I appreciate that.
I got to figure out where I am because the reason I haven't been playing is because I'm stuck on this really bullshit part, and that's why I wanted to get you into the game so you could level up and help me.
Yeah, you can co-op, you can solo it, you can find random people.
I don't trust random people, so I wanted somebody I knew.
There's not a lot of. I didn't like the fact that when you create your character, there's not a lot of modding for your own.
Yeah,
it's like male, female. Here's your 7 faces you can use. Here's your 4 eye shades, and There's a shit ton of makeup you can wear or not wear. I play as a female, so
Yeah, same.
because why I play as a male.
I used to tell myself that lie, and I mean it's still partially true. But I used to tell myself that lie of, oh, well, if I'm going to start a butt for 40 hours, I want it to be a nice butt.
Right.
But then I realized I just like looking really cute and accessorizing. So
Yeah.
I love that for
Mine
you.
looks-
let's go.
Mine looks. I agree. Mine looks pretty badass. She's got like the. Of course, she has reddish hair, as red as I could make it in the game. But she's got like half braids on one side,
Nice.
and that kind of fro over.
Yeah, that's what I love that haircut.
And then I did the makeup with the little. It's just like the little line on the lip. And then she's got a scar across her face. She
Oh,
looks pretty-
the Queen Amidala.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's got a little scar across her face.
Nice.
She's not quite white. She's part. If I had to like guess, it's kind of part Asian.
Oh.
But I don't know.
Megan, I apologize. I kind of sent it to you twice because I sent it to our Best Threesome Ever group chat. But it's you can watch it later. It's just basically a TikTok video of how attacked I feel about me playing female characters in video games.
Nice. Classic. Oh, you're watching it now.
Right? I was trying to get him to not do that and wait till 5 minutes after
I'm
the episode.
not watching it right now. I'm trying to figure how I'm going to respond to this snap I just got.
Is it boobies?
Not quite.
I don't care.
Oh, not quite.
Yeah, go on.
Not. Anyways.
Anyway,
Nerd
nerd grabs.
Yeah,
grabs.
Megan. Are you done?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Megan.
So my sister just moved down to Georgia.
For Soul of Steel.
I mean, she wants to be a school teacher, so
So hers will be stolen. Got it.
yeah. Well, for like, I don't know, she's Montessori. It's like pre-K when I don't fucking know what she does. So she's also has ADHD. She has worse ADHD than I do. So she, for some reason last year, bought herself a Cricut cutting machine, the little crafting Cricut machine.
Yeah.
And didn't want to move it down to Georgia because she's kind of bored with it now. So she gave it to me. And so I've kind of gone down the rabbit hole. And I've been paper crafting a lot. So I made this, which is a...
I love it.
I was
a lot.
I was gonna save it and give it to you for your birthday because the lettering down here is kind of fucked up, but and like put it in a frame and make it all nice. But
It's very cute.
I know, isn't it?
I like it a lot.
And then I bought like
I love that ray.
the SVG file for like the travel posters of Star Wars planets. So this is the Naboo.
Oh, neat.
Nice.
It's all
I love it.
blue. And so yeah, I've been paper crafting like crazy to, I don't know.
For those who are listening and couldn't see, the first one she showed me was kind of the sort of the Tatooine skyline of Rey walking with the not Tatooine skyline
Definitely not
of
Tatooine.
Rey walking with BB-8 with
Yeah.
some X-wings in the
Yeah, and like the Star Destroyer.
yeah,
And,
very colorful.
yeah, it's real cool. So yeah, paper crafting, that's kind of what I've been doing.
Layers and layers.
Yeah, a lot of layers. This Naboo one is like 20.
I was gonna say it looked like a fucking shitload.
I also have Mustafar, and I think I have Endor.
Mustanir,
and Musta wherever you are. Yeah, so I have a bunch of Star Wars files that I have downloaded and I'm making. Other than that, I spent way too much money on a new hat.
Oh, that hat is so awesome.
It's such a cool
It
hat.
is such
though.
a cool hat. I do
Such
not
a
regret
cool
it
hat.
even a little bit. It's a brown leather Cavalier hat with like a pirate Caribbean map etched into the leather of the brim, and then a compass on the little actual top part. And it's got a big feather plume, and it's it makes my character out there. Like this year, I'm kind of going more earth toned, color wise, character wise. So the hat just ties it all together. I love it. I love it so much. And then next year, hopefully, knock on wood, I'll have my new Catskills that are ocean themed. So
I just want my Catskills. I hate my current boots. I'm waiting so patiently for them.
Did you ordered them last year?
Yeah, and I did the 3/4 down to put it into immediate production.
Yeah.
I thought you paid them off.
Well, I mean, I when I ordered them last year, I put down the 3/4 to put them into immediate production.
Right.
I didn't pay the full $870 million right away. But no, and they said, well, there was a delay with a couple of the buttons that well, there was a delay in the buttons I picked,
Right.
and then one of the color choices because I got two. My boots are going to be very much modeled after the Temple Guard boots. I wish I had also been able to have them for the film, but I guess whatever.
Yeah. I got like ocean waves,
Neat.
which look cool as shit.
I just have a gray stripe on them.
Well, my first pair was my basic black on black.
Oh, okay.
The ones I have now, that I got like 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
The Catskills?
Yeah,
Oh.
the boots I wear out at Fest are my first pair.
Oh.
And actually, I just brought my pattern from my first pair in to them so they can send it to the person making this new pair.
They obviously won't look exactly like this, but this is the kind of color scheme
Oh, shit,
sort of
yeah.
design they're based off of. So it's
Hell
kind of
yeah.
that coffee and cream color.
Fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited for them.
Yeah. I think this year, Aaron will finally get some Catskills too. He wants like a shorter pair to wear all year.
Sure.
So he's like 4 or 5 buttons. I'm like, yeah, that seems sensible. Get the boots.
I mean, I'm going to wear mine to like Disney and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because I fully plan on doing like Temple Guard bounding.
Do it.
It would be nice to get like, and what would have been nice was to have them before we went to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, I guess. Also, if you guys want anything from Disneyland, let me know.
I don't even know what
I think I'm good for now.
kinds of shit that I
I want to ride the Tron ride. Can you bring...
No, because that's
That's
a
at
Disney
World.
World.
I know, but anyways.
Oh, and I do have I have tokens for you.
Tokens.
I still have to.
the Flynn's Arcade tokens, because you were very sad that I didn't get you any, so I sent Ian to get them for me when he was there last.
Classic.
Of course you did.
We still need to plan Ian and I need to plan
You're the best.
our
the
trip
best.
down there.
Around.
Because I haven't been to Disney World since I was 6 years old, and I never like stayed on property or did any of that. So.
Get one of these. Then when you go to Star Wars Land and ask for your ID, you whip it out and you're like, there it is.
And they're trained to read it too, so.
Oh my god! Of course they are.
She did. She totally read it. It's fucking amazing. It made my fucking day, and it was my birthday.
I still have mine.
Is this your actual fingerprint?
No.
No.
Damn.
It's upside down if you...
Yeah.
Not that I'm an expert on fingerprints, but I kind of do it for my drum. Anyways, anything else? Because we're running very
No.
long.
No,
okay, goodbye, everybody. Click.
Yeah, I got my cricket. I got my hat.
Hat is very cool.
The hat is so cool, and I don't know. I look hot this year.
I look okay.
Your booble is
Oh
sure
my
we're everywhere
God.
on Monday.
Sure were.
Welcome to Titty Town.
they got-
Population Meghan.
Well, the bodice I have, I can close it completely in front, and like so it's like
Push them to
a little
Canada.
bit. Yeah, basically.
Speaking of
There's
bodices.
so much hoist.
Callan was surprised that I knew how to lace up a fucking bodice.
Really?
I was like, first of all, I'm theater kid. Second of all,
Yeah.
I've worked out here for
Yeah.
14 years.
I can lace up a fucking corset faster than you can blink.
Right. But she was like
All right.
surprised. Like, how do you know how I do this? I'm like,
How wouldn't I?
why? If you
I
want to
just
meet
reverse
girls,
engineered it.
yeah, it's not fucking rocket science here.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway,
Yeah, it's not fucking rocket surgery.
The hell is this thing called?
Multipass. No, I don't know.
No.
I found it on Etsy.
Okay.
You can buy them on.
I guarantee Aaron can make this.
Probably
Data
very good.
chip,
Well,
I think.
you have to get the Arabesh
Font.
But yes, you probably very much could. It's just fucking not plexiglass.
Yeah, it's just acrylic.
Acrylic, yeah. Piece of acrylic.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything with acrylic yet.
Oh, first time
Mostly
for
been
everything.
working in wood.
First time for everything.
So,
anyways,
yeah.
all right, we're going to wrap this episode up. So thank you for...
The Minnesota goodbye of podcast endings.
Like we said before, we've been busy, so our during fast our episodes are kind of few and far between because we're so busy. But thank you for listening and bearing with us and dealing with it. So this has been Best Threesome Ever, episode 167. 167. I wrote it down. 167, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and. I almost said Mindset Comics. And Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Megan.
I'm Kevin.
And we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Good God.
The views held here by the nerds of Best Threesome Ever do not directly reflect the views of nerds everywhere.